Hi Libra, thanks for tapping in. I'm going to be doing a reading for you today regarding your current situation, anything you need to know, and anything that's happening next for you. We might do a bit of love depending on how I'm feeling. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I just want to take the time out to thank anyone that has already subscribed to my channel, because, you know, I'm really grateful. It's hard for, you know, upcoming YouTubers to kind of get themselves out there. It's a bit of a challenge, but yeah, I'm so grateful for whoever has already subscribed. And if you haven't already, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, feel free to also what was I gonna say? Just lost through my head then. Yeah, take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Okay, time is fluid, so it'll be from as and when you click onto this video. We all have different circumstances and lifestyles. Okay, so take the energy and place it where it fits for your situation. But yeah, Libra, let's get into it. Universe, spirit guides, angels, what's happening for our Libras in their current situation? Clear, concise messages for our Libras, please, for their current situation. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords. Take it how it resonates, Libra. I will be channeling different messages. It's going to be different for all, but the first message I'm getting, some of you are in this reflecting energy. Okay, I know it's coming into your season, Libra. I don't know whether you're planning what to do for your birthday, or you're just having that kind of like realization, like, you know, when it comes to our birthday season, we kind of like reflect on how the year's been and how the year's currently going. You could be in this kind of reflection mode at this time. I just heard getting closer to God as well for some of you that are religious. A little bit more, please. What's happening currently for Libra? Knight of Wands. Some of you Libra, you have tendencies to delve into frivolous connections, intimate connections. Okay, a few one night stands or friends with benefit situation here with the Knight of Wands. Okay, I don't know whether you're reflecting on how you've been regarding your intimate life and stuff. You could have been reflecting and having some sort of realization about how you've been acting. A little bit more, please, for Libra, for their current situation. Okay, we've got the King of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck here, Libra, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, Libra, we have a couple here. Okay, so that tells me that whether it's you or someone else, someone sees you as their person, or you see somebody else as their person. I'm getting that this could be you, which is probably why you've been, you know, we've got the King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Don't look at the gender, it's not gender specific, but that's probably why you've been reflecting. You could have been reflecting on how you've been a bit frivolous when it comes to intimacy. You could be seeking advice through friends and family when it comes to this Queen of Wands person or King of Wands person. Flip the script if you need to. You could be male or female, but there is a couple here. So there's somebody that you see long term with. You see them as your other half, or you want them to be. Okay, and again, that's probably why you're in this reflection mode here. Okay, but yeah, Three of Pentacles here. I'm getting that some of you want to change the way that you've been doing things, which is why you're getting advice from friends or family, or doing research about you know, bettering yourself. You could be listening to motivational speeches or stuff like that. Okay, very specific message here. It's not going to resonate for all, but if you're dealing with battling some addictions or bad habits, you could be seeking advice for that as well. Yeah, some of you behind that behind that Queen of Wands here, we have the Eight of Swords. Some of you are trapped with your habits, or trapped with, you know, addictions. Don't know why Alexa's going off there. That could be confirmation for someone, definitely. There was a long, hard pause there, and I don't know why. I didn't even mean to pause there. So again, that's a channeled message that you guys are reflecting at this time. Wow. Okay. Libra, what's happening next? What's happening next for Libra, please? What's happening next following their current situation? Okay, it's too many cards. Got about 5 cards there. Clear, concise messages, please. Universe, spirit, guides, angels. What's happening next for Libra? What's happening next? 3 of Swords. For some of you, you want someone. You could be this King of Wands and, you know, the Queen of Wands that we saw previously at the bottom of the deck. You want someone. You want to pursue them, but again, you're battling with we saw the 8 of Swords. You're battling with some sort of bad habits or addictions, or this frivolous energy of delving into one night stands, friendships, friends with benefits, etc. And in the future, it kind of like you're having this realization that this is why you can't get somebody, like a particular person, on a commitment level, because they know you're dealing with something and they know that you've got more healing to do, and they're kind of leaving you to kind of heal alone. That's not to say that they don't want to collaborate in the future once you've healed, but this could be why in the near future that the 3 of Swords is popping up here, because you're currently healing. Okay, a little bit more for what's next for Libra following this current situation. A little bit more, please, for what's next for Libra. King of Pentacles. Okay. A little bit more, please. A little bit more. What's next for Libra? What's next for Libra, please? Got the 6 of Wands. Libra, for some of you, I know right now, you might have your eye on someone, and they might be at reach at this present time because they know that you are not in a commitment kind of phase right now, and they can sense that, which is probably why the Queen of Wands was only at the bottom of the deck and not actually, she didn't come out on the spread. Okay. And I feel like once you've healed, okay, you're going to get yourself back out there. A bit of social networking, back to Libra's very genuine self, okay, social butterfly kind of thing with the King of Pentacles here. And you are going to look for other options and gain some sort of attention or popularity or public recognition once you've done the healing in the near future, okay? I'm heavily getting that you may even forget about this Queen of Wands that you once had on your mind or of interest as well, because other options are going to be flying in once you've healed in the near future. Because in the near future, you're looking good, you're smelling good as a King of Pentacles, okay? It's a bit of a switch up here as well, from the King of Wands to the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles isn't as emotional or isn't as sensitive as the King of Wands. And this is what you're currently in, King of Wands energy. But in the near future, you switch into the King of Pentacles, which is more flashy, more kind of showing off. It's more of a Libra, really, being that social butterfly. So yeah, bottom of the deck here, Libra, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like once you switch into this King of Pentacles, getting yourself out there, being that social butterfly, getting public recognition, getting attention. With the 5 of Pentacles here, it's like you won't even remember who you had eyes on previously or who you were trying to get previously, because you're going to be distracted by all the other offers that are coming through. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do want to see what happens next after, you know, the 6 of Wands energy comes up for you in the near future. What happens after, you know, Libra does his healing or does her healing? What's going to be happening next after he gets himself out there or she gets herself out there? Clear, concise messages, please. Oh, the Devil. Bottom of the deck here we have the Chariot, the fast life. Right, Libra, just be careful that you don't put yourself in a big cycle here, because we did speak about at the start and currently a frivolous energy, delving into one night stands, friends with benefits, etc, etc. It seems like in the near future, you know, once you've done some healing, you feel like you can get yourself out there again with the King of Pentacles, and you do end up getting public recognition or attention. You do go back to some bad habits or toxic ways, okay? Very much living the fast life with the Chariot here. I'm hearing bang and dash. Like some of you, you know, you just need to be careful in the future that you don't put yourself in this big cycle where you, you know, you reflect, you want someone, but they know you've got healing to do. You know you've got healing to do, so you go and heal. You come back out into the social world. You social network. You get yourself out there. You become this social butterfly, typical Libra, and then you get the attention. And then you go back to your toxic ways or, you know, bad habits or your intimate ways with delving into, you know, I'm just getting a big cycle, then back to heartbroken again or back to, you know, I don't know why I'm getting that, Libra. That's going to resonate for some of you in some sort of way, okay? So just be careful in the near future that you do not fall into that toxic cycle of, you know, of what I just explained. Don't let the public recognition get to your head or all the attention, okay? You need to use that in a different way. If some of you are artists or you have a business endeavour, you need to use the public recognition as a way of developing a business endeavour or a way of getting yourself out there when it comes to your talents. Maybe you're a singer, maybe you're a musician, maybe you're a rapper. Yeah, use that public attention and public recognition in a more positive way, in a more healthy way, rather than, I don't know, sleeping with the, you know, sleeping with them, or rather than creating toxic cycles in some sort of way, okay? I'm just going to go into the advice there, okay? Because there does seem to be in the near future of a bit of stumbling into you know, the Devil energy, and I don't want you to do that, Libra, okay? So let's just get a bit more advice. What's the advice for Libra? What's the advice for Libra, please, for the near future? What's the advice for Libra in the near future? Two of Swords, yeah. You've got a lot of worth for yourself, Libra, okay? You need to remember your worth in the near future, okay? You're not the type of person that... I'm going to change my words, actually, sorry. What I want to say is that you need to remember who you are, okay? See yourself as a king, see yourself as a queen, okay? Have a bit more higher standards, have a bit more boundaries, and, you know, the Two of Swords talks about being more loyal to yourself, okay? Okay, making the right decisions here with the Two of Swords as well, okay, in the near future. A little bit more for the advice, please, for the near future. Yeah, Seven of Wands, protecting your energy. I don't know why I'm feeling led to remind you that, you know, when you do sleep with people or when you do get involved with certain people, it's important to be reminded that you need to protect your energy, because spirits are transferable. I don't want to sound a bit like a a bit of a geek here, but it, you know, there's a whole kind of like understanding and knowledge to soul ties and stuff like that, and you want to make sure that you're delving into the right connections and that you're not you know, allowing toxic energies in your environment or in your energy, or you know, building soul ties with the wrong people. So you need to protect your energy here with the Seven of Wands, okay? A little bit more, please. One more card for the advice for Libra. Clear, concise messages. Yeah, making the right decisions and knowing when to walk away with the Eight of Cups here in the near future, okay? Bottom of the deck here, Libra, we have, yeah, Temperance. You need to have a balance, okay? I know you guys are social butterflies. I know you guys like getting yourself out there. I know you guys like meeting new people. I know you guys kind of like public recognition, etc., etc. But there needs to be a bit of a balance here, okay? There needs to be a balance. Don't excessively delve into, you know, attention or public recognition, etc. There needs to be a split. There needs to be a balance here, okay? Just remember that. And again, knowing when to walk away or turn your back. That's going to be some great advice in the near future so that you don't fall into that devil energy and fall into bad habits, okay? Yeah. Wow. Some of you don't even know your worth, Libra. I'm so sorry. There's a side note here. Behind that Temperance, we have the Sun. Some of you do not know your worth. You have a lot more to offer than just sex or, you know, the bedroom. You've got a lot more to offer and a lot more to show to people with the Sun card here, okay? Show them that you're not just a pretty face, or show them that you're not just someone that's good in bed, okay? I don't know why I felt led to say that, Libra, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tapping in. It really does mean a lot. And feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And have a lovely rest of the weekend, Libra. Take care. Bye.